All right, guys. So don't worry too much if that master pages went slightly over your head for now, because we will come back to it. But above all, just remember that you can, by selecting a page, apply any pre-made, I made these obviously, these pre-made master pages to them. And that you do need to unlock the features of a master page to be able to move them around by going to override all master page items. I think now would be a really good time to look at viewing stuff in InDesign, by which I mean the various different views and how we can zoom in and out. Zooming in and out is unbelievably important when you're working on print design. There will be times, obviously, where we want to zoom in quite nice and close so I can actually see what is written in a fairly small box. And there will be times that you want to be zoomed out quite far so you can get a feel for how it looks like from a distance almost. And the easiest way to do that, as with pretty much every Adobe software on earth, I think, is Control plus and Control minus. So Control plus and Control minus will allow you to zoom in. Incidentally, one thing I really like to do is know exactly what zoom in I need to be at to actually get to see it as it's going, the size it's going to be printed. Now this will vary from monitor to monitor, but what I'm actually taking is simply a piece of A4 paper, and then I am quite literally holding this up on my screen and seeing, does it fit the width? Now for me, this is still a little bit less zoomed in than the actual print size. So what I can then do is come down into the left-hand corner, and I reckon about 75% we're getting close. Let's have a little look. 75% isn't quite there, so I'll try 78. And yeah, that is pretty much exactly how big it will look in real life. So it's just useful to know that sometimes. Make sure that everything is the right kind of size, is easily legible, doesn't look too cartoonishly big like a kid's book. So I did that literally by just taking a piece of A4 paper, holding it on my monitor, and then setting the zoom in the bottom left-hand corner. So Control minus and Control plus to zoom in. Um, and finally, also extremely useful, is down in the bottom left-hand corner here, we have different views. I currently have my normal view, which has a whole bunch of different guides on it to help me see where my text and images should go. More on that later. But I can right-click on that box. Um, oh, sorry, my interface is slightly different. I can click on the right hand side for preview, and I can see what it's going to look like without all those guides. The guides here, they're for me, they help me figure out where to put things, but the normal view is obviously what it will look like when it is actually printed. And then finally, Shift and W makes it full screen, so I can see full screen what it's going to look like. Hit escape in the top left hand corner to exit that view. So those views are going to be really useful to us as we're trying to make sure that our page actually looks good.